Welcome to Muffed. Let's break down the year Muffed. Josh Jacobs finished 2025 as the number 13 running back in total PPR scoring and the number 10 running back in PPR per game. A top tier fantasy line on paper, but one that came with more turbulence than the ranking suggests. After his Pro Bowl debut in Green Bay, this was a clear step back, roughly 400 fewer rushing yards than his 329-yard 2024 mark, driven by a banged-up offensive line and a midseason injury arc that never really cleared. Jacobs hurt his knee on the second play of the Giants game in November, then played the back half of the year on what the Packers openly called a pitch count, fighting through a grade 2 calf strain, a deep knee bruise, and a kneecap bruise. What kept him fantasy relevant was the goal line. Jacobs tied for 4th in the NFL with 13 rushing touchdowns, and that touchdown equity is the entire reason the per game ranking held. Take the scores away, and this is a very different conversation. Now let's dig into the numbers because the efficiency story is uglier than the ranking. Jacobs carried 234 times for 929 yards, a 4.0 yards per carry, and the advanced data says it wasn't bad luck. His rushing expected points added came in at minus 14.8. His rush yards over expected at minus 25.9, and per attempt he was minus 0.08 yards over expected, meaning on average he was slightly worse than a replacement back given the same blocks and boxes. The receiving work was a quiet positive, 36 catches, 282 yards, plus 11.8 in receiving expected points added. But a 10% target share is a complementary role, not a true pass game piece. The week-to-week profile was touchdown dependent and boom or bust, 4 games over 19 PPR points, all multi-score or big play outings, against 4 duds at 10.1 or below, a 4.0 versus the Giants, a 4.8 in the Week 16 Bears game, and a 1.3 stinker against the Ravens in Week 17. Strip the scores and the yardage was modest almost every week, a touchdown-driven number 1 running back line, not a volume and efficiency one. The play that captures the season isn't a long one, it's a short one. Week 15 in Denver, 3rd and 14 from the 14, Packers down 7-6 in the second quarter. Jordan Love dumps it to Jacobs out of the shotgun and he takes it 14 yards to the pylon. 3rd and long converted, red zone finished, receiving column padded, all on 1 snap. That's the Jacobs 2025 portrait, not the bell cow grinding behind a dominant line, but a touchdown finder smashing fantasy points in concentrated bursts when his body and his blocking allowed. The volume floor was there, the explosive runs weren't, and the scoreboard work papered over the efficiency dip. Muffed! Jacobs landed as the number 10 running back in PPR per game, but it was a touchdown-fueled finish stacked on a clearly diminished efficiency profile, 13 rushing scores carrying a 4.0 yards per carry and a minus 25.9 rush yards over expected season. The weakness in the data was the explosive run game. Outside the 40-yard Denver score, the chunk plays that defined his 2024 just weren't there. That's Josh Jacobs' 2025. One quick note, if you want this same treatment for every player on your fantasy roster every week, head to muff.ai and we'll build you a custom weekly show. That's the wrap.